Thank you, Madam Speaker. Our commitment here as elected representatives and citizens of Toronto is to affirm at every opportunity the treasured values of respect, tolerance, and sensitivity to diversity. This translates into a wider community as a statement that when we have differences of opinion, we have the wisdom to share our views in a way that affirms Toronto as one of the world's great places. We express our differences with sensitivity and understanding. Unfortunately, others do not share these values. The so-called Israeli Apartheid Week, which runs this week, represents the worst of Toronto. It is an offensive and repugnant event that uses the suffering under the old apartheid regime in South Africa to demonize the State of Israel and its supporters. They use the fig leaf of freedom of speech and the facade of academia to advance a preposterous analogy of the Israeli-Palestinian question, the history of the old apartheid regime in South Africa, and the nature of Israeli society. It is recent actions and not long-term rhetoric that you should know them. As perhaps hundreds of Palestinians were killed over the past year in Syria, the silence was deafening from these people. Their interest is in demonizing the State of Israel. This shameful discourse, born out of ignorance and fueled by intolerance, has caused great pain in many communities and has tarnished Toronto's reputation. By targeting an identifiable group in the Toronto community, they are not interested in being part of a collective that understands that restraint leads to civility, and that respect for diversity is what makes a great city a great place to live. Worse, while every society will never eliminate the scourge of discrimination and intolerance, we do expect better of our post-secondary institutions that continue to provide space to this group on an annual basis. In 2010, Canada's largest school board, the Toronto District School Board, showed principled leadership by condemning Israeli Apartheid Week and banning it from its property. We expect better from these post-secondary institutions as they welcome all countries from North and South America for the Pan Am Games in 2015. Together, we must root out intolerance and the dangers of demonization, and by doing so, reaffirm our commitment to a proud city we call Toronto. Thank you very much.